guys, and welcome to another episode of Unpopular Opinions on the Phoenix Club, where we roast the world of Twitter and find some fascinating, silly, extraordinary opinions, and we have a little talk about them, I suppose. We start this week with our regular basher pundit, and it's David Seaman saying that Arsene Wenger would be great at Chelsea Football Club if we were to sack Sarri.
Well, everyone's saying that Sarri's turning Chelsea into Arsenal, so I guess the logical progression is to hire the man himself, the man that turned Arsenal into Arsenal. Well, look.
I'd rather keep Sarri, and he's about the only man I would say I'd rather keep Sarri over, you know. That of Neil Warnock at Chelsea, but over bloody Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, Not a good idea, David Seaman, I'm afraid. Not a good idea.
Not a good idea. Great keeper. Last keeper to save a penalty before Pickford in the World Cup. But sorry, pal, not for me. On to our next one, our first serious opinion. And it's by another sort of regular sort of interactor with the channel. And it's from Juventino, who said that the work of Antonio Conte at Juventus, Italy and Chelsea is hugely underrated. I'll just go through very quickly. He won 3 Scudettos in a row at Juventus, going unbeaten one year, getting over 100 points another year. Got Italy to the quarterfinals of Euro 2016, shown by to be very good by Ventura failing to get them to the tournament in the World Cup. And he won the Premiership in his first season at Chelsea and the FA Cup in his second. What do we think?
I disagree with that entirely. You know, I think that Gordon Banks' corpse could take Juventus to the title in Italy. I don't mean disrespect to Gordon Banks, but my point is that taking Italy to the league title is no achievement. I mean, Maurizio Sarri could do it with Sarri ball. I've not got the words to describe how ridiculous it is to say that it's an achievement to take Juventus to the league title in this climate. Italy, ultimately, he didn't win anything with Italy, so I don't really see where that point goes. And in terms of Chelsea, well, yeah, okay, look, he won the league in his first season. I appreciate that, but if you look at how much he lost the dressing room in his second season, we know nowadays that the FA Cup isn't enough to keep you in the job. We saw that with LVG in 2016. We saw that with Conte last year. So no, basically.
Well, for me, his work with Juve will forever be underrated because the team came 7th the year before he joined in Serie A. A lot of people forget that. This isn't the Juve team that Allegri inherited. And he didn't have world-class players in that first year in which he went unbeaten. I think he did go in and get the Juve players to pull their socks up. But the problem I have with Antonio Conte, and I'll always have it with him, is he falls out with absolutely everyone he works with. I mean, at Juventus, the board was sick of him and he walked. Italy, the Italian Federation, fed up with him. And Chelsea, even as fans, I loved him in his first year. But he was just too much maintenance for me.
Well, I think on the last word, Conte, for this reason alone, isn't underappreciated. He won the league with Chelsea in his first season, then went and sold 2 of their best players. So
true that. Very true. Yeah, his transfer business is no good. But anyway, on to our next unpopular opinion, another regular collaborator, MAH, Matisse Armani, and he said that Maurizio Sarri will start Callum Hudson-Odoi in the EFL Cup final. I think that would be breaking the laws of physics. Yeah. I don't think it can be done.
We'll be breaking the laws of Maurizio Sarri anyway. I mean, exactly. What's guaranteed is that Kovacic and Barkley are going to have some kind of substitution in whatever order. Hudson-Odoi will be sat on that bench trying to look up cheap flights to Munich. Exactly. No, I don't think that he's going to be anywhere near even coming on as a sub.
I pray. I mean, Triple H is something we both dream of. Hudson, Higuain, Hazard as our top 3.
God. Triple H.
It ain't
Is that a wrestler?
Man. It's a wrestler, WWE. But it ain't happening, pal. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. On to our final unpopular opinion of the week, and it's Matt D'Souza. And it's a really interesting one, I think. And he says that Wolves are going to be a dark horse for top 6 finish next season. And he also thinks that they're in with a really good chance of winning the FA Cup this year, obviously with Man United in the quarter-final. What do we think?
Right, I think that Wolves have got more of a chance of winning the FA Cup this season than finishing in the top 6 next season, and I don't rate their chances of the FA Cup this season whatsoever. I can't see them getting past United, especially with United in this white-hot form. And in terms of the top 6 for next season, well, I think we've expanded on the top 4 from the mid-noughties. I think it's going to be so difficult to break through that top 6, and unless they do a City and start signing top players for top money on top wages, then I don't see how they'll be able to do that. And again, you have to ask yourself who's going to slip out of the top 6. Arsenal or Chelsea, you would think, but probably more likely Arsenal, given the money that Chelsea has to spend. But again, I think it's going to be a long time before we see teams breaking into that top 6, and certainly a team like Wolves. I would love to see it. I just don't think we're going to, at least not next season.
I think the thing with Wolves is you never know what the transfer business will be like. Because they've brought in some really excellent players, Moutinho, Neves, Dendoncker, Helder Costa, a couple of years before. Patricio, another brilliant player. And also the striker, the Mexican striker, his name has completely gone over my head. Jota, that's the one, Diogo Jota. I believe. Brilliant, all brilliant players. If they can bring in, European class players, and I could see them recruiting better than Arsenal, if they can, I don't see why they can't get top 6.
Again, there's a question of, if you're a player coming in, would you rather play for Arsenal or would you rather play for Wolves? Or would you rather be sitting on a pile load of cash playing at a lesser team? Or would you rather be perhaps on not as many wages but playing for a better club? There's so many questions you have to ask yourself. Who would you rather play for, Unai Emery or Espirito Santo?
Well, Wolves have Jorge Mendes, remember, and I think that's a crucial game changer for them with regards to signings and getting on the project. I can't stand him either, but I think it is important.
I think you might be right. The Portuguese aspect, especially.
Exactly. So I think there's always a chance. But regardless, guys, and we really want to know your opinion on this, definitely me, and I'm sure Josh as well. I want you to get your opinions in the comments. Are these guys all right? And thank you to all of them for contributing. Do tweet me, tweet Josh, tweet the Phoenix Club, all the tags below if you want to be in next week's episode with your unpopular opinion. And until next week, I'm Tom, this is Josh. Goodbye.